It's a strange prison with 2 inmates on each floor like a bottomless pit. What's even more surprising is that the prison has prepared luxurious food for the inmates which slowly descends on the 0th floor. But on the first floor, the food is spoiled. When the platform descends to dozens of floors, the inmates can only eat the leftovers. But even the leftovers were considered lucky. That day, the men woke up to find themselves tied up by their cellmates because their floor had reached the rare 171st floor. Unsurprisingly, there wasn't even a scrap of debris on the platform. Only a pile of bottles and cans. The old man, who had been starving for 3 days, couldn't hold back any longer. So he took out his knife and ripped open the man's pants before cutting his thighs. It was obvious that the man had become the old man's meal. At this moment of despair, hope suddenly came, only to see a woman come down from the platform. She hit the old man with a bottle of wine and then took out a knife and stabbed him in the neck. With the woman's help, the man was saved. But when he woke up from unconsciousness, he saw a horrifying scene, only to see the woman eating the old man little by little. When the man woke up, the woman immediately took a small piece of meat and fed it to his mouth. But the disgusting taste made it impossible for the man to swallow. But in order to survive, the man had no other choice but to endure the nausea and swallow it. In the next month, the man relied on the bitter persistence of the man so that he relied on eating to live day by day. However, there was a day when he ran out of food, and he began to hallucinate and even saw the old man coming back to life. Suddenly, the man was licked awake by a dog and he arrived at a new floor, the 33rd floor. It seems that this floor is not too bad. The man subconsciously breathes a sigh of relief. He then realizes that the woman in front of him is the interviewer who sent him to prison. The woman said she came here voluntarily to change this place, but the interviewer soon learned that things were far more difficult than he had imagined. She patiently divided the food into 2 plates in the hope that the people on the lower floors would be able to use it in quantity so that the food supply could be met. But, not surprisingly, the inmates didn't listen. Instead, they scolded the woman. But even so, the woman continued to distribute food every day. But the woman's efforts to teach them were not heeded. One day, the man couldn't stand it any longer. So he went straight to the top of the platform and warned the prisoners that if they didn't follow the interviewer's instructions, he would shit on the food.